All right, family, what's up? We're right here behind the scenes. We're going to work on our Pray Area Hoodie. Let me show you the finished product we're trying to get here. Let me see. I've got ChatGPT helping me out. So, where's my finished product? Let me see. Let me see. I have an image somewhere. Oh, here we go. Trying to get this as the finished product right there. Okay. So, right now I just did the front. So, let's go back over here. So, this, we're not going to use this. So, I'm going to take that out, slide this over here. Like that. Boom. We're not going to use that part. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and make this. So this is going to be the front right there. Pray area. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is create another art board. So where's my art boards at? We're going to create another one over here. Okay. So that's going to be our second art board. All right. And then we're going to do the back. So this is behind the scenes. Like I said, I might make some mistakes, whatever, but we're going to move this. I'm going to show you how we do it here. Give you some tips. This is some good tips here. All right, so let's go to, I'm going to go over here to my layers. We're going to unlock this layer because I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so let's go ahead and delete that. All right, so now here's the back. On the back, we want to put the Bay's most powerful culture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a tip right now. Check this out. I'm going to go here. I'm going to get this image, right? And the new feature in Adobe Illustrator is fire. Watch this. I'm going to drop the image in there. And let's make it a little bigger. Okay. Make it a little bigger. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to click on the image and then I'm going to say concept to vector. And we're going to click generate. Now, hopefully it's going to generate it into a text. If not, then we go back to ChatGPT and ask it for the correct prompt to create what we want to create. But let's try general first. So let's see how it comes out. Now, this is behind the scenes, family. If you want to chill with me, great. But yeah, this is how we make hoodies over at Gospel Swag. So it's creating the text now. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comment section. But yeah, let me show you once again how we want it to look. That's fire. That hoodie's fire right there, family. That's fire. Man, that's fire. Okay, so because usually it'll say Bay Area, right? But we're gonna change it to Pray Area. And then we're gonna put the Bay's most powerful culture, and we'll put the cross right there. That's fire. Okay, so let's see here. Let's go back over here. It's still generating it. So it might be a little while. So yeah. So let's see what happens here. In the meantime, I want to show you something also. I had let's see if I could click it for you 1 second here. Okay, there it goes. Oh man, it didn't come out right. Yeah, it didn't come out right. So this is behind the scenes. So what I'm gonna do, I undid it. So I'm gonna go to ChatGPT and I'm gonna describe edits. Hey chat. Okay, so I did the front of the hoodie and it came out nice. So now I want to do the back of the hoodie and I want to use Adobe Illustrator's AI generator. So it could generate images from like a picture. So I want to take a picture of the back of the hoodie. I'm going to drop it into Adobe Illustrator. Can you give me an AI prompt that will create the text, the text in a vector format? Let's see. So let's see what happens here. Analyzing. Hey chat. Okay. Since you're using Adobe Illustrator's generative AI and you want it to create the back artwork as clean vector text, I give it a very specific prompt so it doesn't try to turn it into a poster illustration. All right, so we're going to copy this AI prompt. One more version I test. Okay. My recommendation, run the second prompt first. Okay, so let's get the second prompt. And we're going to go over here to Adobe. And we're going to say concept to vector. Then we're going to put our prompt right here. And we're going to click generate. All right, so let's see how that works. And if push comes to shove, we could probably just generate the text ourselves. But I'm liking the way this one looks. I'm not really a graphic designer, so I don't want to mess with it too much. But the front one's fire. The front was fire. I had to do a few tweaks to it, but it came out nice. Okay, I was going to show you what I had to do, but for some reason I can't click on that while this is doing the vector. All right, once again, let me show you how we want it to look. Let's see here. We're trying to get this concept. Where did it go? Where did our concept go? There it is. Right. Let me download this. Let's download that so we can have it on file. Let's see here. Okay, we got that. Ooh, there it is, family. That's our result from that AI prompt. I love it. You know what I didn't notice? Is that period right there. Does the image, the original one have that? Let me check. I just noticed that right now. Let me see. So yeah, let me check and see. Let me see. Okay. Gonna check the original one. Does it have that? Let's see. Oh, it does. I didn't notice it, but it does have that period. That's fire. See, the Bay Area's most powerful culture, period. I like that. Okay. So, with that in mind, let's go back to Illustrator and let's fix this up a little bit here. I'm holding down Shift so it stays in proportion when I drag it. So that'll be like the back of the hoodie. The Bay's most powerful culture. Okay, might have to change this text up. Might have to change that up. Doesn't look too nice. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go here, object, ungroup all. I'm going to take out this gospel swag here because if you can see, it's kind of like cut off from the bottom. I don't really, you can see it. Let me see if I can make it bigger so you can see it. Let's see. See how it's cut off right there. See, we don't want that. So we might have to type that in ourselves. So I'm going to highlight that. Well, once again, we got to do object. Let's see where we at here. Let me see 1 second. Okay, so we're going to delete all these. Okay, let's delete that, delete that, delete that. So I'm just selecting and deleting. That's what I'm doing. Let me see. Oops. What did I pick here? Oh, okay, I see. It had a white background, so I had to get rid of that. Okay, so boom. So select and delete. So now what I need to do is get this out of the way here. So let's go ahead and shrink this. Okay, and move this to our other artboard over here so it's not in the way. Slide this over. And we're going to make that a little bigger. Go there. I like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and select everything again. And we're going to group. We're going to group that. The Bay's most powerful culture. Okay, let's look at the original, see if we're close to it. The Bay's most powerful culture. The Bay's most powerful culture. Yeah. I think I'm going to take that line out. I might take the line out, but let's see. Okay, so let's go back to Illustrator. The Bay's most, okay, cool. Let me look at it again. Okay, I think I'm gonna make that cross, take that cross out too. Make it a little thinner. We'll get a different cross, I think. Oh wait, that looks kind of fire though. I want it to pop like that. Gospel swag. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to think, family. But that looks fire. Let's go ahead and spread this out a little bit more. Yeah, that looks fire. The Bay's most powerful quote. That's fire, man. That's fire. I'm trying to think with the cross if we should make it smaller. Let me ask ChatGPT. Let me ask ChatGPT. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna screenshot my screen, go to ChatGPT, and ask ChatGPT. Okay, so let me get out the way here. Hey, Chad, here's the back of the hoodie. I wanted to see if you can give me your feedback um, from a professional graphic designer's point of view that has built multi-million-dollar businesses designing graphics. My question is the cross too big, or should I make it more subtle, or should I leave it the way it is to make it pop? Here's the image right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Oops, actually still recording. So let me take that out. So I'm going to put the image there and let's see what ChatGPT says. First of all, this is heading in the right direction. The front and back now feel like they're part of the same collection. Look at this strictly as a pro design. Here's what jumps out. What works. The typography, the base most powerful culture, the cross placement. I would definitely keep it underneath the statement. Remember, we talked about the statement creates curiosity. The cross explains the statement. That's good visual storytelling. What I change? Make the cross slightly smaller, not dramatically, maybe 15 to 20% smaller. Right now, my eyes goes to powerful culture cross almost equally. Okay, I want it to go powerful culture cross statement should win. The cross should support it. And more space, add more space. I'd increase the gap between culture and cross about 20%. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so I've got to increase the gap. So what we're going to do is we're going to say ungroup all and increase the gap. So let's slide it down and let's make this cross a little smaller. Boom. Bring it up a little bit like that. That might work. Okay, so let's take a picture of that. See what ChatGPT says. Okay. All right, so let's go back over here. Now we're going to say, okay, how is this? And we go there. And let's see. That's looking fire, man. I like that. Much better. This version is where it starts to feel intentional comparing to the previous version. What improved? One thing I'd still test, I would move the cross slightly higher, not bigger, not wider, just move it up about a half inch. Another design observation, the text is very heavy and very strong. That's good. But because the text is so massive, the cross can almost become a secondary decorative element. One option is version A, smaller cross, very premium, very subtle. Version B, keep the same size cross, but make the vertical stem slightly longer, not wider. Okay, gotcha. If this were going to print tomorrow, I'd honestly print a sample exactly as you have it now. Front, 10 out of 10. Okay, so what did it say about the cross here? Move it up about a half inch. Okay, cool. Let's move it up a little bit. Like that. Boom. And then I want to put gospel swag in there. So I'm going to save this. Then I got to go gospel swag. I'm going to see. I'm going to try something new. I haven't ever done this before. But I'm going to see if I could create gospel swag. Hold on. I was going to see if I could get an image and then tell Adobe Illustrator to write that image and saying gospel swag. So this is what I mean. So I got this image right here. Well, this is not an image. I need to get an image. Okay, here's an image. So I'm going to say concept to vector. And I'm going to say, can you change the text Pray Area to say gospel swag? Boom. Let's see if it'll generate it for me. And if so, then we could just take that and use it for gospel swag. So let's see how it goes. Like I said, this is behind the scenes, family. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. But this is how we design our hoodies over at Gospel Swag, family. You seen this? Oh, I'm telling you, this was fire. Purpose over pressure. We did this one in Chat GPT too, but we had to make a lot of adjustments to this one. But we hooked it up though, because you can't. I mean, sometimes you might be able to just copy and paste from Chat GPT, but sometimes you got to make edits. You know, ChatGPT helps you, but then you got to make edits. All right, so let's see. Then I'm going to show you how it's going to look on the Bella Canvas. This is a Bella Canvas hoodie. This bad boy is thick. It's fire. Okay, so let's go back over here. See what we got. Okay, boom, boom. Let's see what we got for our AI here. I mean, Adobe Illustrator. Let's check it out. Okay, still generating. In the meantime, let me just take a look at the image again. That's fire, family. That's nice. And then the cool thing about vectors, you could change the colors. So of the text, change the color of the text. The base, most powerful culture, gospel swag. I got a few different crosses I could use too, but let's just keep it simple. Or we could just create a cross, right? Ooh, it changed it, family. It changed it. That's fire. Okay, so what I'm going to ask it to do is make it straight. I love it. Can you make the gospel swag text straight without a curve? If that works, then I think we're in good shape, family. If it works, then we could just drop it on the bottom. I think that's how the original looks. Let's see. Oh, it's a different font. It's a different font. So what I'm going to do is we're going to copy this font, right? And I'm going to tell it to put the font. Yeah, it's a different font, which I think is cool. I like that different font, so it'll look better. Okay, so while that's doing that, let me go and select our hoodie. So I'm going to go over to Printful while that's taking care of that. Okay, and boom, go there. And I'll show you how to set the hoodie up in Printful. So what I do is you go to Product Catalog, right? Let me just put this over here. Product Catalog, and then I choose Men's Clothing. Then I go to Hoodies, and I choose the Bella Canvas. Where is it at? Bella Canvas. That hoodie's fire. The Bella Canvas hoodie. 47.19. You want to get the 47.19, not the 37.19. Okay. So go there. We're going to do black. Start designing. I'm going to put it in my Shopify store. Some of you are like, I want that hoodie. Yeah, the hoodie is pretty fire. Okay, so that we're going to design it here. So let's see what we got. Oh, I changed it back to Pray Area. It made Pray Area straight. I love it. Can you make the gospel swag text straight without curve? Okay. So, so let's get rid of this over here. So now I'm going to say, can you change Pray Area? No. We got the new image, right? So I'm going to paste that image here. This is the image we got. Our gospel swag, right? Then I'm going to say, can you turn this image to vector? Okay. So let's see. Can you turn the text gospel swag into vector text and leave out the background? There we go. That's what we want. So let's see if it could do that text for us. I'm going to go back over here to Printful, and we're going to go with small to X, 3X. And these are different colors you can get. Got vintage black, got navy, got burgundy or maroon, got forest. I think we'll go with oh, that one's nice. That's fire right there. That's going to look fire. Let's leave that one out. Let me see. Asphalt. I don't know. Black for sure. Maybe burgundy might be fire. 49er colors. Maybe change the text to like gold. Oh, that might be fire. So let's leave that. And we got to go with the white. Wait, let me see. Should we do... Ooh, I think we're going to go with that. Is that athletic heather? Maybe we'd have to do 5 colors. Let's do 5. I know that's a lot, but hey, those are fire. All right, so let's see what we got for the gospel swag. Let's see if it did it. Ooh, there it is, family. Okay, cool. So let's move this over here. Go over here. Then we're going to object ungroup all. Okay. And then we're going to delete that white background. And then we're going to select all these, object group, and we're going to make this thing pop. Okay. So let's make it bigger like that. Let's center it by going to align right there. And we're going to change the color to black. So now here's the thing what you want to do. This is a good tip for you. Okay. If you made it this far, here's a bonus. Right now, these things have like, let me make it bigger. You can't see through the letters. So I have to get rid of that. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to object, ungroup all, and then I'm going to click on here. Sometimes it'll delete it and sometimes it won't, but let's see. It didn't. That's exactly what I wanted. Okay, now, whenever you have an object in front of your letters, sometimes when you try, like if I hit delete, it makes it a circle. We don't want that. We want it to be transparent. So all you have to do is you select that one item you want, go over here to where it says, where is it at? Pathfinder, and choose minus front. Watch what happens. Boom. Okay, that's a tip for you right there. There, minus front. Boom. Select it again, and you go minus front. And you are good to go, family. That looks fire. So let's go ahead and save it. Shrink it down. And this cross is not totally black, so let's go with black on that. Boom. Let's see. Ooh, black on that. Boom. Shrink it down. Now that it's vector, we can go with any colors we want. We could change the colors. I'm going to change all this to black here too. Let's change that to black. Boom. If you notice, good thing I did that. Good thing I did that. So let me see if I undo it. Let me see what happened here. It's a good thing I did that. That cross is looking fire though. Okay. So now what we have, we could print it like that. But I'm wondering why. Okay, I guess that's white. That's why. Okay, so let me show you something. Good thing that we did that, because when I select this, right, and I change the color, it's a good thing I did that, because look, the text has blocks. So I'm going to undo it. But I want to show you something, okay, because it's not showing up this way. But if we change the background color, I'm going to go to layers, right? And I'm going to put a background on there. I'm going to go add a new layer. So let's go shrink that. I'm going to add a new layer. Watch what happens, okay? And I'm going to make a rectangle, okay? I'm going to put it right here. You see what happened? You see that? So those letters have objects in front of them, but you can't see it because it's a white background and the objects are white. So it's a good thing we did that. So now what we need to do is I'm going to change this to maybe like a yellow or something that'll stand out. Okay. Then we need to go in and get rid of all these white things. And I showed you how to do that earlier, right? So what you do, you want to go here and you want to select the letter. Hold on, let me lock the background. Another thing you do is you click the background and lock it, so then it won't move. And I'm going to go select these letters. We go to Pathfinder, minus front. Select the letter, Pathfinder, minus front. So it's a good thing we found this out, family, okay? Minus front. Minus front. Go there, you're going to do minus front. Go here, minus front. Okay, here, we're going to do the same thing, minus front. Oops. I think I did too many on that one. Hold on. Let's just do the P, minus front. And then here, we could just delete that one, I think. Let me see. Yeah, you delete that one. All right, so here, minus front. I'm going to select the R, minus front. And then the other R, minus front. So now no matter what color you use, you should be good. So let's save it. All right, and let's group. We're going to group all these letters and make them black. Oops, got to group them first. Group. And let's make them black. So now when we change it, you shouldn't see the white. That's fire. So that's like the color of your hoodie right here and how it's going to look. Tell me that's not fire, family. All right, so let's go ahead and drop it in a hoodie. See how it's going to look. All right, so let's start with white. Well, let me see what the black one is what? Kind of like a silver. So what I'm going to do is we're going to screenshot this image. Okay, I'm going to screenshot it. Drop it into Illustrator. Okay, Control V. And then what I'm going to do is make it bigger. And we're going to choose the text color. So I'm going to make that bigger. So now I'm going to select my text, get the pen drop tool, and then select that gray. So let me make it bigger. Okay, so we're going to go down here and select the gray. Boom. So now our should be gray like that. Okay, boom. So that's the gray. Boom, right there. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing with here. I'm going to pen drop. Boom. Same thing with the cross. Make it gray. Boom. And then the same thing with gospel swag, which I think we grouped, if I'm not mistaken. Is it grouped? Let's check. Nope. Got to group it. And then pen drop it right there on the gray. Boom. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to save all this. Okay. Then I'm going to grab just the words Pray Area. So I'm going to highlight it. And then I'm going to go File, Export Selection. And we're going to label this Pray Area Front. Front. All right. And we're going to hit, let me make sure I'm in the right folder. Yeah, Pray Area. Good. Okay. And we're going to hit Export. So it's going to export just the words Pray Area. Okay. And then we're going to do the same thing with the back. So you go to AI or Adobe Illustrator, and we're going to select all this, right? Then you're going to go to File, Export Selection. We're going to call this Culture and Back, okay? And then we'll hit Export. So now what we're going to do is we'll go back to Printful, and we're going to design the black hoodie for now. We'll go to Upload Our Design. We're going to go to Upload, and we're going to find it. So let's go to Designs, and we labeled this Pray Area Premium. So let's go and find that file. There it is right there. And then we go to PDF, and we want the front, Pray Area Front. Okay, so we're going to upload it. And then we drop it on the hoodie. Tell me that's not fire, family. We're going to make it, let's see. Let's drop it right there like that. Boom. Pray Area. Like that. Okay. Boom. Then we're going to go to the back. Let's do large back. Let me see. Let's try back first. If not, we'll have to do large back. Let's see how it looks. Upload. And then we'll go to culture back. If it's not big enough, then we'll have to go with large back. Okay, but let's see how it looks. It costs more to get the large back, but let's see if we can work it. If not, we'll just what do you call it? Make it cost more. Yeah, I don't, no, we'll have to make it bigger. We'll have to go with large back on this one, family. That looks fire though, but let's try large back. Back, yeah, let's try large back. It's gonna cost a little bit more, but I think it's gonna look a lot better. Let's go with large back and go here. Let's see. Ooh, tell me that's fire. There it is. I think the large back is the one we want, family. There it is. The base, most powerful culture. So remember, this was our goal. I see the text is a little different though. It doesn't look as plush, but it's all right. Like this one's different. This one just looks more fire. It looks more premium because it's not like, if you look at the L, right? I want to show you something. See the L? And look at that L. It's different. Still looks cool, but I think eventually I'll probably want to go with something like this. Let's take a look at the Pray Area. Let me see the front. Yeah, it doesn't give it that large feel. It's not what we wanted, but it's getting there. I might have to do a different hoodie. Yeah, we have to do a different hoodie. That looks fire though. Prayer area is just too small for me. It's too small. So usually the Bella canvas rocks. So let's go ahead and change the product. Let me go with a different product. Let me try it out real quick. Let me change the product because the front is not popping. It's not popping. So let's go with a different hoodie. I have to go with a premium one. Okay. Where's that new one? I think it's called. Where's it at? There's another one that just came out. I think this is it right here. Lane 7. Midweight. I want to get the heavyweight Lane 7. That hoodie's fire too. Super heavyweight. This one right here. This one's fire too. This one's like even better than the Bella Canvas. Ooh. Now we talking. Even the colors are fire. You. Now we talking, family. All right, let me look at the product color. Let's go with black. Put it right there. Let me see. Wide as we can. Let's position it there. And let me see the back. Oh man, that's fire. All right, so let's go ahead and call this and it's a heavyweight hoodie. I have one. I think I'm washing it downstairs. That thing is super heavyweight, like literally super heavyweight. It's like a big jacket, actually. Okay, let's call this Pray Area Premium Hoodie. Y'all like, I want that hoodie. I want that hoodie. I hear you. I hear you. So let's go ahead and look at the mock-ups. Oh man, that's fire. You could even change the color. But that's sweet right there. That's sweet. That's sweet. I don't know why, but I like that. Those colors, I don't know why, but I like them. I don't know why, but I like them. That's fire. All right, family. Let me see if I can see how the black one looks. Let's save it. And then we'll get ready to wrap it up here. Let's just download some mock-ups. See how they look. Let's do a few more colors too. Let's do edit product. Let's do about 4 colors, okay? So we'll do. We gotta do that color. That's a must. I'll change the colors of the text and all that later because that's probably gonna look better black. What's this? Moss gray. Mm-mm. What's this? Asphalt. Nah. What's this? Chocolate brown. Nope. So maybe we just do 3 colors: black, cream, and Arona. Let's do it like that, and we'll save the product. This hoodie could easily sell for like 70, 80 bucks. I'm telling you, this thing is thick. It's like a jacket. I feel like going to go get it, but it's downstairs. All right, so let's do some, download some mock-ups. Let's do base, see how they look. And there it is. There it is. Let's download these ones. Oh man, that's fire. Then I could go in and change the colors, like the text colors that's on the hoodie. I can go in and change that. So like on the Arona one, we could put white text if we want. But for now, we'll just leave it the way it is. All right, let's take a look at these mock-ups. Let's see how they look. See what you guys got here. See what we're working with. There it is. Let's make it a little bit bigger. There it is, family. I like it. Let's double click. Slide it over here so we can see what we got. Pray Area. Go to the next one. The base, most powerful culture, gospel swag. That's fire. It's cool. I'm not mad. I mean, not what exactly like this one, but I think we got pretty close, family. All right, thanks for tuning in. It's your boy Pastor Dre. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section. This video was brought to you by Gospel Swag. You can check us out at Gospel Swag Shop. Yeah, I'll put the link in the description if you want to check it out. God bless.